What is going on, everyone? Vlad Killjoy back again with another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the new funding machine and the upcoming unvaults that we can possibly be getting from it. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So as y'all probably already seen, we do have these funding machines all around the map, and they're currently taking donations for mounted turrets to be built all around the map. Now, we currently, as of recording this video, have 3 turrets already built, 2 of which being Corny Complex and Bony Burbs. I forget what the third place is. Let me know down in the comment section below. But after these turrets get built and funded, we have 4 more rounds of possible unvaults. Now, how this is going to work is pretty much we're going to fund the machine for the rounds, and then we're going to be able to vote on which item that we want unvaulted. Round 1, we have the Shockwave Launcher and the Rift to go. Round 2, we're going to have the Recoil SMG and the Recoil AR. Both of them are unreleased items and only in legendary variants. So the Combat AR will offer better accuracy, while the Combat SMG will offer a higher rate of fire than the P90. Round 3 is going to be Boogie Bombs and the Combat Shotgun. Round 4 is going to be the Flintlock and the Prox Launcher. Pretty much was a grenade launcher that was like a heat-seeking device that would just go to the closest target to it. Now, if y'all want my honest opinion on what exactly should be vaulted or should be unvaulted from this funding machine, for round 1, I have the Rift to go. Let me explain why I have decided to go with the Rift to go. So the Rift to go is going to have good mobility, good rotations. Overall, it's just a really good item to have. Mind you, it doesn't take any skill to be able to rotate in like late game or whatever, but also you have the disadvantage of being lasered out of the sky, because when someone hears that Rift to go off, they're going to look up straight in the air and try to shoot whoever it is coming out of the rift. The reason I didn't pick the Shockwave Launcher is because we all remember season 4, season 3, one of those seasons when we had the mythic Caddy Launcher. It was insane on how many people would exploit into boxes with that thing, or even, you know, take height absolutely for free. Say they were on like a mid-level or something, they would shockwave up, break all the builds, leave everyone else falling to their death with them also taking high ground. I understand it'd be a little bit more balanced if everyone had it, but I mean, that would be extremely chaotic, and I feel like the game would be better with the Rift to go than the Shockwave Launcher. All right, round 2, like I said, the Recoil SMG or the Recoil AR. With this round, I personally am probably going to pick the AR. I'm not going to be mad if the SMG wins, because I understand a lot of people like the SMGs. So I've been really carrying like an SMG for like early game. But as it goes on to end game, I've been dropping that SMG for, you know, extra heals or, you know, whatever the case may be. If Rift to goes come back, I'll have that slot for the Rift to goes. The Silence SMG is already out, but we have the normal SMG, we have the P90s, we have the rapid fires. We have a lot of SMGs already that have a high fire rate. And if this SMG has a higher fire rate than a P90, if someone jumps in your box, you're going to be dead in like less than a second. So I'd highly like to see the AR come to the game, especially with it having a better accuracy. It could end up being like the infantry rifle, but you know, we'll just have to see how it is when we get more details on it, because right now all we know is that it's supposed to have better accuracy than the normal AR. But I wonder if it's still going to be like semi-automatic or if it's going to be like a single fire. Round 3 was the Boogie Bombs or the Combat Shotgun. A lot of people are going to pick the Combat Shotgun, and I'm hoping y'all see this video and choose otherwise. The Combat Shotgun first came out back in season 9, season 8 of chapter 1. It was the most overpowered weapon that you could possibly get your hands on. If you got one of those off spawn, everyone was dead. You win that POI. If you had a high rarity one in late game, it was unstoppable. You could literally hit people 70 meters away for over 100 damage with the Combat Shotgun. It did end up getting vaulted, and we did see the return of it, and it was severely nerfed. Depending on what the stats are for the Combat Shotgun for this unvault, I think that could play a really big, you know, role in it. We already have 3 shotguns in the meta right now. I feel like the shotgun meta is pretty balanced as is right now, and I'll actually have a whole video on that later. So make sure you're subscribed and hit that bell for notifications so that way you don't miss that upload, because it's going to be a good video. But let's continue on with the combat shotgun. The meta is fine right now. Like, we have the lever, the tack, and the charged shotgun. We don't need another shotgun, especially if it's going to be another shotgun that's going to come back as the nerfed version of that shotgun, because it's gonna muddy up the loot pool. If it gets unvaulted, that's gonna be pretty much all you're gonna find. Epic could help with that if they allow people to like side grade or craft into, say, a lever or a pump from the combat shotgun. That I could see happening. I mean, I would rather it just not be in the game and taking up a potential like chest spawn. This is why I picked Boogie Bombs. Boogie Bombs are going to be a really fun addition, especially in competitive play when you've got duos or trios and someone just throws a boogie bomb down a tarp. Obviously though, if you don't hit a big enough shot, they're able to shoot back. If you're going to do it, you got to have good aim and make sure you do a lot of damage when you boogie bomb someone. And that's why I think Boogie Bombs should be the one unvaulted come round 3. It's going to be kind of interesting to see how the Boogie Bombs play out in games if they are the ones unvaulted. Last round's the Flintlock or the Prox Launcher. And there's really only one choice here, and that's the Flintlock. The Flintlock is hands down probably one of the best weapons Fortnite has ever brought into the game. Having the 170 headshot, having the knockback from shooting it if you're not crouched, having it even as like a mobility item to like take high ground if they're, you know, slightly up, or just rotating to zone. And it hits pretty hard too. I think it does like 85 damage to the body and 170 to the head. And the Prox Launcher, like, it's just kind of cancerous and doesn't really take a lot of skill to use, which kind of worries me, because the people that are going to have the most gold are going to be the people who, you know, play pubs a lot. Now, a lot of these comp players, they're not really going to have a lot of gold to make the decisions on what gets unvaulted and what stays vaulted. I mean, who knows? Who knows? The Flintlock could be the one that gets unvaulted from it. We'll just have to see when the day comes. I really hope the Flintlock gets unvaulted. I really like that gun. As a community, as a whole, more people enjoyed the Flintlock instead of the Prox Launcher. So that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and hit that bell for notifications so that way you never miss an upload. And let me know down in the comment section below what y'all think about my opinions on what should be unvaulted and what y'all want to see be unvaulted during these funding machine rounds. That's gonna do it for me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.